Christ.
Oh boy.
This should be interesting today.
Yeah. I figure, Brian, are we live?
We are live.
Oh, so I figure, we'll just hit the title match and the Royal Rumble match itself because, let's be honest, the rest of the card was pretty fucking whack.
Well, we can talk about that tag team match a little bit.
But we're not going to talk about the New Day. They're, the New Day better hope for a fucking better tomorrow because they're in deep shit.
Folks, if you haven't noticed, this is the BS Wrestling Report. Mikey's here, Brian's here, Steve's here. Yes, the New Day better hope for a better tomorrow. They replaced my 3MB. I'm not happy about that. They are atrocious.
The BS Wrestling Report, you might as well just rename yourself the Royal Rumble Wrestling Report if you want to talk about bullshit.
Touche. All right, so which tag match did you guys want to talk about? Because I don't give a fuck about any of them.
Well, you were all excited about the before we went and did a little thing before Rumble started, and you were very excited about the Ascension and that match, and hoping you had your way, and that didn't come about. So, how did you feel about the way that it did come about there, Steve-O?
I was excited that you were excited about the Ascension match.
Well, I'm
hanging the fuck up.
He had a prediction.
I did. No, he did. I had a prediction that Bubba Ray and Devon would come out and throw these motherfuckers through a table.
He hung up.
Holy shit, he did! Wow, let's get him back.
He didn't let you finish.
All right. When he comes back, I'm like, all right, that's our. This is live, by the way. I love this shit.
Yes.
So that was my prediction. So we're gonna move on to the triple threat match now. Before we do, Mikey, how you doing?
Not bad. I am actually getting a little bit of a shape here. I'm actually I'm down about 19 pounds from my fattest.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
What's it? Did you jump on the DDP yoga bandwagon, or is it just eat less, move more? What do you got going on?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Hey,
crystal meth doesn't hurt.
No. It made Dog the Bounty Hunter a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, just I have dabbled a little bit in the DDP yoga. I have to admit it a little bit. It helps a little bit, and if you do it right, you do break up a nice sweat. I will tell you that much.
You do, and the diet is really good. The food, people are like, oh, how can you eat healthy? It tastes disgusting. But if you, some of the recipes he has in that booklet, they're pretty fucking good.
Well, I'm not that into it.
Oh.
But but no, just eating less. The big thing that helped me out is I cut back on chicken parmesan at 11:30 at night. That that helps, and cut back on soda. I allow myself the most one soda a day. I'll try to do like one every other day. So that helps. But I've got this carbonated water flavored bullshit, which still gives me the sweetness I like, but there's no calories, no sugar, no all that shit.
And what was your soda of choice?
It doesn't fucking matter. Pepsi, Coke, 7-Up, Orange, fucking grape knee-high, fruit punch, whatever.
Oh man, my vice was Pepsi. I'd drink 1 or 2 20 ounces a day, and I cut that out pretty fucking quick. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn. The way I was going to turn into the human form of diabetes. It was going, so I figured I like to keep my legs from being amputated and shit. So let's fucking get healthy now before I hit 55 and I'm near death.
From the whippersnapper to the diabetic, back to the whippersnapper. Well, we don't want you to die. We like having you around, buddy.
Yeah.
So some guy. So listen to this shit. Some guy goes to NYWC school and pranks me, acting like he's Eric Bischoff.
What?
Yeah, but the dumb fuck didn't block his number.
So what was
yeah.
his, he called you pretending he's Eric Bischoff?
Yeah, he had a big offer for me.
Did you tell Bischoff?
No, I didn't tell anybody. I was just kind of, this just happened a little bit ago. My buddy told me that this guy called the school. So, yeah, so if anybody wants to call 360-434-1807 and prank him and pretend you're Andre the Giant or something, go for it.
What's the number again? 360?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'll pull it up again.
This is awesome.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
I'm gonna call him.
360-434-1807. Don't forget to star 67 your number and pretend. And I'll tell you now, Gogan and I would adjourn. Yeah, just everybody be Andre the Giant, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. You name it.
I call dibs on the ravishing Rick Rude. Yeah, what the fuck? It's in Seattle? Eric Bischoff doesn't have a Seattle phone number.
Brian Alvarez is fucking pranking me.
Wait, Knobs lives down here, but all right.
That's funny.
Who knows? So yeah, everybody just prank him. Yeah, so I put it on Twitter and things like that. Yeah.
Holy shit, you did! That is awesome.
Oh, of course
Mikey.
I did. I don't give a fuck.
Oh man! Wait, can we Did you at least find out what he offered you?
No, I should have.
Might have been a deal.
Oh man!
Just called back as Hulk Hogan and said, "Why you offering people more money than me, brother?"
Oh man!
So did you? Speaking of brother, did you hear Hulk Hogan on Jericho's podcast?
I thought it was pretty good.
No, it was fucking complete fucking horse shit. Let me fucking tell you why. This fucking guy, he fucking goes out there and says, "Oh, I had no idea that The Rock and Steve Austin were gonna come out to the ring at fucking WrestleMania at the fucking Silverdome." And all. He's so full of shit. Because on that WWE 24/7, 24.
Yes.
They showed the three of them talking right before they went to the ring. He's full of shit.
Did you hear Wade Barrett on Jericho's podcast?
No, not yet.
He was on there. What's today? Thursday. He was on there yesterday. I listened to it on the drive into work. Dude, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wade had some great stories. Before we get in, right, just Brian, remind me about WrestleMania at the end. I want to get Mikey's opinion on something.
Got it.
See, I'm trying to avoid talking about the Royal Rumble because I'm in a good mood. and then I had to watch the beginning of SmackDown. Yo, have they killed the fucking Roman Reigns kid or what?
Good.
I have said months ago he should have went heel. Months ago when they broke him up.
Yes.
They turned the wrong one. But gee, man, they're killing this poor kid. And it's not his fault.
Instead, they're going to make him heel at Mania.
Yeah, yeah. Why not do it now? Yeah, God forbid.
Well, I think they're going to make him heel when Heyman turns on Brock.
It's too late then. They should just do it now.
Well, who's going to cut promos for Brock? Brock's more of a draw than Roman.
But Brock doesn't need promos. Just fucking beat people up. That's all the motherfucker needs to do. Is just beat people up. and what you're going to do now is you're going to have Lesnar, who everybody wants to fucking cheer like crazy anyway.
Yes.
And they have Reigns, who everyone wants to boo anyway. So why delay the inevitable? Turn Reigns heel now, put the big fucking push, the babyface push on Lesnar, especially if he's fucking leaving, and have a main event with some fucking heat. We'll have the babyface get booed out the building. Makes perfect sense. Because we don't learn a lesson with fucking Cena or anything. God, what the... Listen, listen. When I was did I tell you about the Wheel is Round with Bret Hart?
No, go ahead.
All right. I talked to Bret, I think, maybe 3 times in my fucking life, right? And the one time he was in WCW, and they flew him there for no fucking reason. He flew there from Calgary, and, they didn't even book him. He just was there and had to leave because, well, Bret, we got nothing for you. And he's just sitting there with all the fucking bullshit against the wall. Now picture Bret sitting against the wall in the Bret Hart pose with his fucking jacket on, with his hands, with his thumbs, in like the waistband of his pants, sitting there looking around, going, the wheel is fucking round. It's fucking round. The wheel is fucking round. The wheel is fucking round. So I kept saying this, the wheel is round.
You
could have rubber wheels, wood wheels, metal wheels, but the wheel is fucking round.
So they're basically trying to he's trying to get at him to say not to reinvent the wheel.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
God.
Well,
Fired up.
Well,
Happy
with
Thursday, everybody.
happy fucking Thursday. So, with that said, the triple threat match is one of the best matches I've seen in my entire life. What'd you think of it, Brian?
I thought it was very entertaining. Lots of high spots and big moves, and Lesnar beating the hell out of people, which we all want to see. And I enjoyed it. Enjoyed watching it. It was a good time. I'm curious, really curious, and more or less to hear what Mikey has to say about it.
See, now that match was fucking enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he
John
finds something.
John Cena can't throw a punch to save his life, but the match was fucking awesome. Just to watch it and going, okay, cool, and it really was just like a spot fest with just Lesnar killing everybody, which honestly, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But like, see, the matches like that, I like those matches a lot more than the TLC stuff, because the TLC stuff I just get nervous.
Yeah.
The old man in me comes out and I go, oh, like the Ziggler or Harper match.
Yes.
TLC, yeah, that I just couldn't watch that. I couldn't. Now, after I knew everybody was okay, I went back and watched it again, and it was okay. But just as I was watching it and the fucking horrible landing, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But Seth Rollins had the best dive to the outside through the table I've ever seen.
Holy shit, dude! That motherfucker was amazing. Like people. Spoiler alert! Roman Reigns won the Rumble. So people say the Rumble was about Roman getting booed out the building. I think that event was the Seth Rollins coming out party.
Yeah, and see, now hindsight's 20/20, but anybody with half a fucking brain left would have known that putting Reigns over in the Rumble is going to shit the bed in Philly.
Anywhere.
So why they just didn't put that three-way on last makes no sense.
Now, Austin had a great point. He had Wade Keller on, and he brought that up, and they came to the conclusion if they put that match on last, the crowd would already be dead from Roman Reigns winning the Rumble.
No, I don't think so.
You think it would have brought it back? They would have brought it back?
Oh, yeah, with that match they fucking had, absolutely they would have brought it back. They would have started slow, But look, I think once the match started and Lesnar came out and started fucking tossing people, I think they would have got it, and I think they would have. And Austin would know too, because he used to do the same thing with him and Brian Pillman.
Pillman
versus who the fuck was it? Steamboat and Shane Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have to follow the fucking main event and go on last. And they're like, oh, we can't follow this, we can't follow that. And fucking Steamboat said, no, we'll get him. And Steamboat, they started fucking slow, and fucking sure as shit, by the end of the fucking match, they had everybody.
Yeah.
So I think they would have got him back.
Yeah, just have a little patience and work back through it. But yeah, that end of that the Royal Rumble match with Roman Reigns, and I read an article online about how it said The Rock was very upset with the ending and that the way that they put the match over and how he was being booed on his moment and everything because they didn't build it right. And it seems legit. Like, I get what he's saying, so...
Hey, Rocky, you and about a million other people were upset too.
Well, the thing is, like, all right, Jericho had this great thing he said the other day, as regards to Roman Reigns. Cena's push was organic. At WrestleMania 20, he won the U.S. title, had the struggle. Then at 21, he beat JBL for the world title.
Yeah.
Austin's push, organic. King of the Ring, Austin 316. Went through it all. IC title, European title, fat ass title, you name it, he did all. It was organic. Shawn Michaels, organic. Bret Hart, organic. Aside from... What's that?
And then you have Roman Reigns.
Hogan's push was not... He was just a big draw at the time. I get it. Randy Savage, organic. Roman Reigns, we're just being force-fed Roman Reigns. But
Hogan was organic, too.
There was nobody else.
Yeah, he didn't start on the big stage, but he started off fucking, doing really nothing.
Yeah.
Well, then he started working for Vince, and Vince is like, wow, you're going to beat the Iron Sheik and have the title for the next 97 years.
Yeah, but he worked his way up. He was working a good, 7, 8 years by then.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is once he got to the show, he this immediate face of the company, which is okay. He's Hogan. It worked out amazing. But Roman Reigns were being force-fed. Now, a lot of people were saying that Daniel Bryan should have been in the Final Four. I think if that was the case and Daniel Bryan was in the Final Four, that would have been absolute horrible because we all just see these signs of Cena wins, we riot. I literally think that crowd in Philly would have tore the ring down if Daniel Bryan got thrown out by Roman Reigns last.
Yeah, I still think it would have been better because once Bryan was gone, that was it. The match was over. Because
Yeah.
everybody knew, well, we know who wins. So and not only that, they got rid of him like, okay, bye.
Like nothing.
Yeah, no fanfare, nothing. It did almost look like a fuck up.
Yeah. Well, all right. So I read on the interwebs today there was one fuck up of the match that Vince McMahon was furious about.
What was that?
What, the finish?
Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil.
I don't even remember what happened.
Oh, he couldn't. He didn't get clotheslined over the top right. He kind of got stuck.
Yes, he wanted Titus to be out in 1 second to tie Santino. Instead, he was out in 4 seconds. And out of the entire event, that's the one thing Vince was mad about.
Well, he is a perfectionist.
Well, gentlemen, that tells you all you need to know at this point.
Absolutely.
That's what he
Now,
wasn't mad about people booing his top babyface. He wasn't mad about people booing The Rock. He was mad that Titus O'Neil came out number 29 and got closed over the top wrong.
exactly. That's what they got pissed off about. Now,
well, I'll be honest, guys. That's what ruined the match for me too.
Titus.
Yeah, that was the end.
Yeah, I was very, very destroyed. But
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was upset. Not upset, but I thought that it was bad the way that they handled Daniel Bryan. Number one, I thought it was bad the way that they even handled Bray
Singles.
Wyatt.
Yes.
I thought they were gonna be able to. I know, Mikey, you said they've painted him into a corner and they've killed the kid.
Yep.
But I thought that in this moment, I was literally thinking about all those times that you said that when we've been on here talking, and I'm going, this might be it. He might be able to rebuild. Mikey might be like, we might be able to prove it wrong. He might be.
No, he's fucked. He's fucked.
He's still fucked.
And what happens? Okay, so now say he does come back. Taker comes back. And he wrestles Taker. Do you think Taker's going to lose again?
I think he should.
You think he'll lose to Bray Wyatt though? You think
he will?
I think he will. He'll do it.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I just thought that they could have handled it better. It's just a stupid, like a punch from the Big Show is what knocks him out, and then they just dump him out like a dead body. Like there's no fight. He was sitting there eliminating guys like crazy, and it was like they again built a monster, and then the monster was not alive anymore. Boop, he's gone.
The Royal Rumble in one night was for Bray Wyatt what his entire feud with John Cena was. Okay, good. He's doing good in the Rumble. Doing good. Okay, he's fucked.
All right, so I want to bring up another superstars in the Rumble. If everybody could, just give me a second, all right?
What do you got?
Thank you. That was the pop that Stardust got.
Oh.
You guys noticed the fucking crowd when he came out? It's like, that was a soda break right there. I felt bad for Cody. Because he's talented.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
He's fucked, but he's talented, but he's fucked. They've given in this character at least maybe he's got the option to not be Stardust at some point in the future. He can go back to his Cody Rhodes.
He should have started that. Go ahead, Mike.
I sent a tweet out a little while ago.
Uh-oh.
No. This wasn't bad. I said, could you fucking imagine if the powers that be decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's roll the fucking dice. And you had Ziggler and Daniel Bryan and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro and Bray Wyatt and Rollins and Ambrose and Sami Zayn and Aaron Neville and Fergal Devitt and fucking Kevin Owens. If you rolled the dice and you put all these motherfuckers on the roster and gave them a fucking shot, the fucking product you would have.
I think you're gonna add Tyson Kidd to that mix too.
Tyson Kidd too, yeah.
Dude.
I mean, could you fucking imagine?
That show would be oof.
I don't know. All I know from wrestling again is from what I've learned by watching it. I've never been in the business at all. No, but what I think is happening now so much lately, it's just that these guys that aren't wrestlers are telling wrestlers what is good for wrestling, and it's not working. It's like it's like me going to tell somebody how to cook food. Like, I don't cook. I'm not a good cook, so I'm just going to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to run a kitchen. So like, what are these guys in suits doing running? These running wrestling shows. Like when wrestlers ran wrestling shows, they put on wrestling shows and they grew to what it is today. And now they're taking it away. So they let wrestling happen in NXT, and then they bring them up top to the WWE. Then they just let it go away.
Well, you know who calls the shot in NXT? Hunter.
Well,
Yeah, and you know who doesn't call the shots in WWE?
Hunter. Yeah.
Vince calls the fucking shots of the main roster, and what Vince wants, Vince gets.
well, yeah.
So the buck stops with him. Just like when he takes all the credit when something goes good, he has to take all the credit when things go shitty.
Yeah, you are right.
I just think that they just got these like comedians and TV writers in the back telling wrestlers what's good for wrestling, and this obviously clearly not working.
No, it's definitely not working.
Mikey, did you go to the Rumble?
No.
You didn't? All right.
No.
Well, all right, so let me ask this. We're kind of jumping around the match, which is okay. I'd rather dissect it like this. Do you think Roman would have got that reaction anywhere else in the USA?
Yep. Maybe not as bad.
Yeah, Philly's
But
a little.
he would have got it because the people want Daniel Bryan. They know it's not 1985. They know when somebody's not ready. They know when somebody's getting shoved down their throats. The same thing happened with Luger back in, what, 93?
Oh, yeah, when Hogan
94?
left, yeah.
Okay, it wasn't to this point because the fans weren't as quote-unquote smart.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. They shoved Luger down the throats. They didn't want Lex Luger, but they did it anyway, and it didn't work. And they went back to Brett anyway.
Yeah.
I think
And now it's going to be even worse because now the people, they're a little smarter than that. And I just don't think it's going to work. And it's not the kid's fault.
No, I think that they'd have been happy with Daniel Bryan. Clearly, that would have been the number one go-to. That's what people wanted to see, him come back and win this. I even think they'd have been happy. Call me crazy, with a Bray Wyatt winning.
I think there's four guys. Four. Bray Wyatt, Ziggles, Daniel Bryan, and my mark-out moment of the night, the number 3 entrant. Yes, Bubba.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was great.
That was.
I hope we see more of him in the near future. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I just hope that. I always like Bubba, and they bring back Devon. That'd be even better. Sweeten the pot.
Here's a question for you guys.
Sure.
If you see this is what I thought they were going to do, but I guess they didn't. If you were The Rock, okay, would you have called the audible and had Reigns spear me?
Yes. Absolutely.
I didn't think about it, but yeah, that would have been a great ending, right?
Because I kept thinking, okay, he's going to fucking turn heel and spear him. He's going to turn heel and spear him. They didn't do it. I go, oh my God. Now, granted, that would have changed all their plans, but not really. Because nothing they have set in stone. If they want to go with Reigns and Lesnar, honestly, does it really matter who's the heel, who's the babyface, in theory?
No.
Because I would have called the audible, and fuck whatever Vince says. What's The Rock going to do? What's he going to do, fire with The Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been great, because then you would have had Lesnar the babyface, Reigns the heel, and it would have been great.
Well, Lesnar's already getting
and then it's okay that he won.
Lesnar's already getting that babyface chant already, and Heyman can do what Heyman does to put a heel spin on it, but I don't know if you watched whatever Monday Night Raw. Zack Ryder's on TV again. Wow. Whatever Monday Night Raw was Monday, that little three-way dance interview that Heyman did with him and Lesnar and Roman, where Paul was just, he's Paul Heyman, that's all I had to say.
He was doing everything he could to keep Lesnar a heel.
And he can't because the people are so against Roman. Lesnar will be cheered. That building will shake.
And the best, my wife was watching it on Raw, and she goes, what's the problem? He's a good guy. This Lesnar guy, Paul, he's a dick. I go, that's because they're in the studio with nobody making any noise. I guarantee if you did this live in the ring, I said it would have been completely different.
I think they would have cheered Heyman.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Cheered Heyman and Lesnar. Now, Brian, I told you, since we're on Roman and WrestleMania, I told you to remind me of WrestleMania, but I remembered. So this time last week, Daniel Bryan's WrestleMania opponent was Sherman. I guess that's a big match that everybody fucking wants.
They did WrestleMania one time.
They did it twice, actually. So I guess they changed it up, and Mikey, you might like this because have you seen the WrestleMania card so far?
Nope.
All right, so far it's obvious that it's Roman and Brock.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Stinger and the Hunter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm pulling. I thought I had it sent to Brian. It's gonna be John Cena versus Rusev, which to me, up until what I read, will be the.
He's
Rusev's fucked. You think so?
He's fucked. He's Bray Wyatt of 2015. He's fucked.
Man, dude, I'm really high on Rusev, and how he got thrown out of the Rumble was really fucking stupid. Oh, by the way, WWE was tweeting out everybody who comes out in the Rumble before they came out. But anyway, so far we have Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, Sting versus Triple H, Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton, which that'll be an absolute amazing match, and it was supposed to be Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. I guess that has been scrapped. Nice. So the IWC will get one of their dream matches.
What's that?
Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, that'll be good.
It has potential.
That will be the match of the night, followed by Cena versus Rusev, followed by Orton versus Rollins.
The problem is Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler will get 6 minutes.
That they should get 30.
In theory, you'd think, yeah.
Absolutely. Now that is unless Vince listens to the people and somehow spins it again to get Daniel Bryan into that main event.
I don't see that happening.
Not 2 years in a row. Sadly, no. Brian, do you?
No. He doesn't fit. It doesn't make it. It makes the little sense now, and it makes worse sense to shoehorn him in the middle of it.
So, Brian, why?
Especially, they can't do it now, especially because why? He lost. He lost fair and square.
Yeah. He didn't get screwed by anyone. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He went in and got dumped out. He lost.
Yeah, so it's kind of. I don't even know why they brought him back. They should. They had to bring him back a week early for what? Just to be eliminated from the Rumble like a piece of shit. It's like they're receding him.
I think they should have made him a surprise entrant. I do.
I would have just held them off.
Till when?
After the Rumble? What's the point? Okay, so he comes out, he comes back, and he loses to Bray Wyatt. Okay, that makes absolutely no sense. But I guess if you're pushing Bray to go against Taker, you bring back Daniel Bryan, your former champion who never lost the belt, and he loses to Bray Wyatt. It doesn't make sense, okay. But I figure, okay, well then he'll wrestle Kane and beat Kane, and then he'll have a good showing at the Rumble. So, okay, the loss to Bray Wyatt doesn't really mean anything. Nope. Loses to Bray Wyatt. He beats Kane. Okay, good, but who doesn't? Both from Night Court. And then he goes to the Rumble, gets a huge pop, and just tossed like a piece of shit. Why did you bring him out in the first place?
I can tell you why.
Why?
Go ahead.
$9.99.
Get a buy rate up?
Get the buy rate up. Now, did you guys notice, Brian, I know you were passed out because you told me to stop texting you. Mikey, you were probably awake and drunk on Pepsi. Did you notice the trend, #1 trend in the USA on the Twit machine after the Rumble?
No.
Cancel WWE Network.
Well, now they have 1 million subscribers, so how many people canceled?
Whoa, all right, so I read this. They don't officially have 1 million people signed up. They just have reached 1 million people total that have signed up throughout the course of, what is it, about a year old now? So there's not, 1 million people that have it right now. Just 1 million people have at one point signed up.
So they lied again?
Oh, no.
Fudge the numbers.
Man, you can't fudge the numbers when you're a publicly traded company. You're getting deep shit for that.
Ask Bernie Madoff. He cooked
That's
the
just stealing
books.
people's money.
Well, he cooked the books a little bit.
That's just stealing people's money. Vince is just fucking people.
Yeah, he is. I just think Pat Patterson booked the entire Rumble. That was Vince's choice.
No, he did not.
Pat Patterson booked the Rumble.
Pat booked the whole Rumble?
Pat booked the whole Rumble.
Ugh.
Ugh.
That surprised me, actually.
Well, why does that surprise you, just out of curiosity?
Because I know Pat, and he's very smart. And he's he's better than that.
Well, then again, Vince is very smart, and he's better than that.
Yeah, but Pat, see, the difference with Pat and Vince is Vince gets a vision, that's what he wants, and that's what he does. He doesn't give a fuck what anybody says. See, Pat knows how to put matches together. There's a difference between booking an angle and a direction and booking an actual match. When it comes to putting matches and finishes together, Pat is fucking top-notch.
He is.
He might have booked it, but I wonder how much influence he had from the boss.
From Vince.
Turned around.
Because you could tell they tried everything they could to get people to forget Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah. What, dude? Just think if that was in Chicago, what would have happened?
Yeah, you would have got more than one CM Punk chant.
Oh man, you would have.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, okay, they had Bryan go out, and then who came out? They had Ambrose come, and then a little bit later they had Bray Wyatt, Ziggler come out. So it's kind of like the way they kind of spaced it. You know, they did that to make him forget. Then they had Rusev come in after the fact.
And
they had
get
Rock come out.
dumped.
They did everything in their power to get the people to forget Daniel Bryan.
And they failed.
You could just tell by the way they laid it out. And you could tell they knew he was going to get shit out the building because of the way they laid it out. If they had faith in Roman Reigns to be the babyface and get over as the top babyface, they would have not had all the extra gaga.
No, they wouldn't have. And Austin made a great point. He had Court Bauer on today, and I was listening on the way to work. Why didn't they put Reigns in at like number 7 through 12 and let him work his ass off, let him work 30, 40 minutes? Bray Wyatt was in there for almost an hour. That dude's the size of an NFL lineman, and he held his own, and he's younger, and he's a bit older than good old Roman.
I never knew how big Bray Wyatt was until he was standing next to Bubba.
Yeah, and Bubba's a big dude.
He towered over Bubba. I'm like, God, he's bigger than I thought he was. God, I just can figure when he's in there with Eric Rowan and fucking Harper, he doesn't look that big.
Yeah.
But when he's sitting there by himself, I'm like, shit.
Were you happy to see Bubba back on WWE?
Oh yeah.
I
didn't like the fact that he was a complete Dudley. You know, I would have liked to. I mean, I get the concept, I get it, but I think when he was in TNA, that the Bully Ray thing he was doing was really good.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like a complete. He was taking a couple steps back.
Well, I think if they can bring Bubba back full time, if it's minus Devon, which would really suck. Although the 3D with R-Truth was nice looked a little botched, but it was still good to see. If they could bring Bubba Ray back.
Kind of ironic they did with R-Truth, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? Who would have thought? It's either him or Titus O'Neil. If they would bring him back, let him. He doesn't have to be the main event guy, but he's shown he can be that main event guy. Let him get some heat. Let him do what he does. Be an asshole. You know, he's from Brooklyn. We know he can run his mouth.
Yeah.
Just let him do his thing. Did you pop when Bubba came out?
Oh yeah.
Brian, did you?
Hell yeah, dude! I slammed down my the recliner I had up and was like, and I grabbed my phone and was texting you, going, "Fuck, there he is."
Did you see the YouTube video of the guy when Sting came out? Did you see that?
Which one?
When Sting first came out at Survivor Series?
No.
There's a guy, some skinny. I wouldn't say he's old, but he's got to be older, I guess, late 30s, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's on the phone, and he's in his shorts and a t-shirt, and he's jumping up and down. My God, it's Sting! It's Sting! And he's jumping up and down like a 15-year-old girl, with One Direction. You gotta look, see if you can find on YouTube with the guy. Fan gets excited over Sting. He's like, it's Sting! He's running around his kitchen, back into his living room. He's watching it again. He's like, oh my God, he's staring at Triple H. My God. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I could give a fuck less about Sting.
I'm getting all choked up here.
Sting is Stung. I used to be a Sting mark, and moved on from.
You know what's killing me with Sting? His fucking hair.
Oh yes, it's thinning bad, like mine.
I don't care if it's thinning, but it's dry and poofy. Wet that shit.
He is 60.
Yeah, but he at least have it wet.
Do the Bret Hart. Put some water and baby oil in that or whatever it is.
There we go. A little bit, because he's not really doing anything. So but when it comes out dried, like blow dried, I'm like, come on, Sting, lighten up a little bit here, buddy.
So I think we can all agree that the Royal Rumble match itself, all right, the whole thing minus the triple threat was, you know, what's this quote Mikey has? The drizzling tatas, the drizzling poop.
The drizzling shit.
There we go. He said it. So the WWE, in their infinite wisdom, sent out an email blast today. Brian, you probably got it. No, you don't get the network. Mikey, Mikey's the network. Sign up under your personal email.
Yeah, but I don't read email.
All right.
I probably have it marked as spam.
Well, you got an email. All the subscribers did. The WWE Network is free $99 for the month of February.
Doing that again, huh?
So what that includes is WWE Fastlane, which is replacing the Elimination Chamber, which was the best pay-per-view of last year. So far, we have booked a confrontation. Mikey, you can't see us, but I just did quotes in the air. A confrontation between Hunter and the Stinger. And the match that I think that will steal the night, John Cena and Rusev. So right now, that leaves Seth Rollins out of it, Daniel Bryan out of it, although he'll probably fight Kane, and 3MB out of it.
And 3MB.
You mean New Day?
No, I mean 3MB.
That match, I saw the previews and the commercial and the trailer for that pay-per-view. Ugh. Like the name just turns me away. The Fastlane and I don't know. They had to put some crazy matches in there for me to make that interesting for me.
Hopefully, all the matches will be fast. We can watch the pay-per-view in fucking 45 minutes.
I have come to this decision.
What's that?
I will, if WrestleMania does not live up to legitimate standards,
I won't watch it.
I am going to cancel the network right after Mania.
No, you're not.
And then I will bootleg the events off the internet, just like I was.
Oh, so you're a thief.
I'm an honest one at that.
All right, I'll give you that.
I give you that.
And Mikey, I can teach you how to do that too, so you can save your night. Unless they should give it, they should give it to you for free. They should. Let's be honest, they should.
Well, I do got a guy, so.
Oh, fuck you too.
I got a guy.
I got a guy.
You got a guy. All right. Well,
I better keep it up. I'm gonna start paying for it if I keep this up.
I'm just gonna guess it's Raven. So just for coincidence, we're gonna quote him nevermore, just for shits and giggles. But yes, if Mania does not live up to some sort of standards, I'm gonna cancel the network.
Mania, I'm gonna be honest.
I have some advice. Set your standards really low.
They are.
They are.
Watch Monday Nitro from like 1999, 2000, and then watch WrestleMania. You'll think you're watching New Japan.
Oh man, have you watched any New Japan lately, Mikey?
Yeah, it's ruined me watching wrestling in the States.
I just found that I can get it. It's obviously it's all like tape stuff. It's not current at the moment, but it's they got it on some Access TV or some channel that I got here in Michigan. Yeah. I DVR it. It comes on like Fridays at midnight, but it's pretty sweet. I've been watching it. I love it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, and you know, my wife was watching. She goes, "Oh my God, it's like a sport." I go, "Exactly. It's like a sport." The way the commentators are. Oh my God, they're explaining holes and they're explaining shit, and they're not fucking shilling a fucking T-shirt or a fucking network. So good.
The longest running, most episodic TV show. Remember, this is just a TV show. You know, ever since you made that point, Mikey, you've ruined it. You've like killed wrestling for me.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Because when you made the point, you're like, they refer to it as a TV show every week, the most episodic, long-running show or whatever it is they blabble on about. But you're like, do they ever say that on The Walking Dead? Do they ever say that on Sons of Anarchy? No, they don't remind you it's a TV show. They just let you live in this alternate reality for 30 minutes, 2 hours, whatever it happens to be.
And that's the problem. And with like the network stuff, like I like it because I'm more than just a fan. Like I'm in the business. Well,
no way.
But I kind of know what the fuck is going on.
You a wrestler?
And the stuff they put on the network, and like Total Divas and shit, it exposes their product. But they tell their fans to watch the stuff that exposes their product as bullshit, and then they wonder why nobody gets emotionally involved.
Yeah, there's no separation. There's almost too much or something. You know, it's that. I don't know. I don't know how to word it, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, look, I know Penn and Teller, they get away with exposing their fucking jokes and their fucking tricks.
But
they don't do it the whole time.
Yeah, well, they expose the ones that are old that they're not going to do anymore, and then they come out and do a new one that just blows your fucking mind. And these guys haven't done that yet. They've exposed it and then haven't come back with something new. They haven't reinvented anything yet.
Right, or they'll expose an old one and then put a twist on the old one when they think they're exposing it and they add to it.
Yeah, those guys are fucking amazing. We could spend about 2 hours on those fellas.
Do either of you have the El Rey Network?
Oh, you talking about Lucha Underground?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how about that promo Azteca bullshit fucking whatever Rumble they had?
I'll be honest, I saw my first episodes of Lucha last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they follow us on Twitter, actually, which is kind of...
Nice.
It's not bigger than you follow. Believe me, Mikey, I swear to God, when you finally followed us on Twitter, I asked Brian.
Marked out.
I marked out. It's only been like 8 months, that we've had you on. So
I mean, we haven't been keeping track enough. But
just say.
I haven't worn out my welcome yet. I got to try harder.
But Lucha Underground last night, they got this kid on there named Puma, who Conan is his mouthpiece. By the way, he's looking a little old.
Oh, he is old. He's had a rough couple years there.
He does this running shooting star press, like running like on the mat, which is absolutely fucking amazing. Vampiro is the Jerry Lawler of the group. Matt Stryker is the Michael Cole. So Matt Stryker in Vampiro. We're telling some great stories about the people in the ring. Even though I knew who three guys were: Conan, Vampiro, and Matt Stryker. I turned it on about 8:30. At 1 a.m., I finally fell asleep. They had a marathon. If you guys can find the El Rey Network Wednesday nights, we're all in Eastern Time Zone, 8, 9 o'clock. Check it out. Give it an honest watch.
YouTube too, I think you can find it.
It's heavily gimmicked.
Oh yeah.
It's heavily gimmicked. Everybody and their cousin has a mask.
Oh yeah.
Because
Chuck and Nitro.
Except for him and with Del Rio too.
Right.
Check it out. You guys will be. I couldn't turn it off. It was absolutely phenomenal.
You got to watch the Rumble they had, like the Royal Rumble. I forget what the fuck they called, like an Aztec something. You got to watch the Royal Rumble they had. Somebody asked me, "How do you think the Royal Rumble's going to be?" I said, "Nowhere near as good as the one on Lucha Underground." You got to watch it. You just got to watch it. You're like, this is, just watch it.
Now, Mike, I got a question for you. Have you ever been involved in a Royal Rumble style match?
Yeah, I did like an indie one time where we had it.
Now, I've always been curious on how is it just is it like a free for all in there? Is it guys really working on calling the spots? Is it you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys, a lot of things going on. Is it got to be just chaotic as individuals in the ring, just kind of trying to work together with like 20, 30 guys at one time? Is it as crazy?
Yeah, you kind of. I watched them put together a Royal Rumble one year. You kind of gotta. When you come out, you're gonna get your shine. Now, if there's like 4 people in the ring when you come out, you can get more shit in.
Yeah.
You can be a little more fancy with your spots. If there's like 10 guys out there, it gets a little fucking crowded, so you can't do as much as you want. And then they figure, okay, well, this guy goes out, and then this guy will come. So it's kind of a complicated thing, and you got to know, okay, I'm coming out now, and I get eliminated after fucking Titus. So I fuck around until Titus goes, and then I know I got to go.
Oh. Okay.
And then you're getting cues from the referee on the floor, saying, go, go, and then do this, and then do that.
Fuck out of there. Over.
What's that?
Yeah, saying that the refs are yelling at you. Get the fuck out of the ring. Next guy's
kind of. So it's kind of,
protection.
they can be complicated, especially then if you're going to put an angle in the middle of it, and you're going to kind of come down to this, and then we got to time this right, so exactly at this time, then somebody else comes.
Yeah, this seems like a whole thing. Like I just look at it going, My God, I just like to see a shoot battle royal and see who wins. Just throw a bunch of guys in the ring, let them see who wins.
We did that in Atlantic City one time in
Really?
ECW, and we didn't do it. There wasn't a shoot, but we had a battle royal. Like the Rockin' Rebel was in it, and Paul, we ribbed the Rockin' Rebel and told me he was going to win and wrestle Shane Douglas for the title at the end. When the bell rings, everybody picks the motherfucker up, tosses him over the top. He's like crying all the time. No, I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win. No. He's like freaking out, holding on for dear life, and they just got a bunch of shit can. So they ribbed him.
Who ended up winning?
That's hilarious.
Sabu maybe or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty funny. He thought he was going to win. Walking around the locker room like he's in the main event. You know, fucking all big headed, and then fucking they just come in, and they fucking just shit can him right away.
I was wondering.
And he's like panicking.
I always wonder if they put like a bounty or a fine if they eliminate. You know, say like if you fuck up and accidentally eliminated Roman Reigns or something. If they had Ziggler clothesline him and he accidentally falls over, like he was like.
That would have been great.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if anything like that has ever happened. It's had to have happened. People get eliminated at the wrong time or shit happens and falls apart spots. I always got to wonder that stuff.
I wasn't really paying attention. I thought that's what happened to Daniel Bryan.
Like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Holy shit, they fucked up.
I was doing something. I look, and Daniel Bryan's on the floor. I go, uh-oh. I go, somebody's in trouble. And I'm looking. I go, no, it can't be. I go, no, I think he's. I don't think they fucked up.
I wish they would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they didn't fuck up and then they say, well, Daniel Bryan was supposed to win, but he fell out the ring.
Holy shit!
Put the heat back on him.
Oh, that would be such a dick move. Oh, man.
We tried to give you what you want, but he couldn't handle it. He fucked it up.
He fucked up. So
that would have been funny.
Yeah. Well, the Royal Rumble, all in all, I wasn't completely mad that I watched it, but it wasn't it wasn't an epic moment going down in history. The triple threat match was great. The Rumble brought us down a little bit from up there, but overall I enjoyed it. It was an entertaining couple hours of my time that I sat there on a Sunday and got to.
See, I enjoy Twitter because I love watching people get mad. Like, I don't get mad. I just go, that doesn't really make much sense because I don't really give a fuck. You know, but like the fans who are like into it, you know what I mean? Like they love the product and they love wrestling and they feel like they're getting fucked. You know, and I mean, not that I enjoy it, but it's kind of funny watching these people go off.
Well, yeah, no, that's pretty exciting. I mean, you got to find humor somewhere, right? You got to find the entertainment wherever it comes from.
Yeah, and then of course I chime in as well with my little comments. You know, yeah, Mikey, yeah, and fucking.
Oh, wow.
You know what the fuck they're doing? It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, we've been yakking for this for about the last hour or so I think it's time to send this one home. I'm kind of running out of shit to talk about on the Rumble.
Yeah, me
too. Yep.
Overall,
let's not Roman Reigns the joint.
Let's not hang around too long. So overall,
hung around too long. Yeah, about 20 minutes too long, buddy.
All right, so Mikey, you stay strong and keep shedding the lbs there, brother. Keep working and doing what you're doing.
I'm gonna do my DDP yoga.
The DDP. Oh yeah.
Bang!
I did have one quick question for you though.
I can do that too. My wife's upstairs.
How do you feel about the surprise entrance in the Rumble, Mikey? How do you feel about the DDPs and the guys that are just straight up pops or just they're not gonna win, they're coming out just to get over it?
I think it's cool that people like it. I just wish they wouldn't tell nobody.
Yeah, all right. I'm up and down on it. I think it's good, and I like to see some of the guys, and then sometimes I wish they'd use the other talent better. Sometimes maybe, but I was wondering how you thought about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're in the spot where. See, that's the problem with the Rumble. Like, with the stip of the winner goes to Mania,
yeah.
There's only 3 or 4 guys that could possibly win. Titus O'Neil's not going to win. Cesaro's not going to win. Tyson Kidd's not going to win. Okay, it's going to be Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, a top guy.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, the Royal Rumble, hey, you know what? Let's, similar to the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Great that they fucked that up with Cesaro. But back in the day, Cesaro could have won the Royal Rumble, and that could have been the beginning of a push. The guy won the Royal Rumble. God damn it. And you have a top guy there just for winning the Rumble. Now you have to have a top guy that's going to go into Mania. So it's kind of killed it a bit because now you just know that there's 2, 3, 4 guys that are going to win it.
Yeah, I mean,
and nobody else has a chance in hell.
Yeah, the first one was what? Hacksaw Jim Duggan won the first one.
Yeah. Big John Studd won, and fucking Savage won. No, Savage never won. Hogan won, and Flair won that one.
Yeah, so I mean, I just think, yeah, like you said, they've kind of ruined it where you go, well, it's not going to be the first 20 guys. It could be these last 10, though.
Oh, look, here comes R-Truth. Well, he's not going to fucking win.
Well, God bless him. He has a good rap song that he does. He's got fun.
And you know what? Yeah, and you know what gets me mad too about the fucking New Day? I'm going back to the New Day. Every time they go New Day, I think of that stupid commercial with the fucking camel. Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Yeah, I think New Day. I just get fucking mad. Like it just bugs the shit out of me.
That's hilarious. Well, there you go. That's Mikey Whipwreck's take on the Royal Rumble. Steve, you got anything to wrap it up with before we bounce out of here?
John Cena should have won the Rumble.
John Cena?
Should have won it, yep.
Probably would have gotten less booze, believe it or not.
Exactly. Yep. And a better quality match at Mania.
Well, they wanted the next John Cena, so I guess they got it with Roman Reigns because half the people like him, half the people hate him. So,
I fucking
way to go.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, see, he's a new John Cena, just what they wanted.
I like Cena.
I like Cena too. Like he doesn't bug me. I think and it's not his fault. They just keep shoving him down everybody's throat. But see again now, I understand why they shove him down everybody's throat because they don't have anybody else to take his spot, and the guy they're trying to make him take his spot, Roman Reigns, isn't ready.
Yeah.
So
wait, they have a guy who's ready, but they won't give it to him. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, but because we gave him the championship and he got hurt and he blew it and he couldn't fucking handle it and blah, 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 so
Yeah, well.
Oh, real quick. Vince sent out a tweet, said, "Thank you, WWE Network subscribers, for making us hit 1 million." I replied with, "You're welcome, Vince. By the way, you can go fuck yourself for your Royal Rumble. We owe you one."
Wow. That was
word for word what I said. Coincidentally, I think I got blocked.
Coincidentally, I think I got blocked. I don't know how it happened. It's all very random. It all happened so fast.
I can't do your show anymore.
He doesn't want to.
Can't be cursing out Vince. That's unacceptable.
This coming from the guy who said if I ever worked for the WWE, I would buy a postcard that had the Earth on it and said, "Hello, Vince, you are here."
There's a difference between saying that and telling the man to go fuck himself.
Well,
calling somebody a little bit out of touch is a bit different than go fuck yourself.
Hey, CM Punk did it and he's fine.
That's hilarious. Go.
But see, he had no plan on ever going back ever.
Well,
I might need to make some money every now and then.
Well, TNA's hiring.
Who?
Oh. Next.
Last thing. Our buddy Drew Galloway debuted for TNA last night in Scotland. That's all I got.
Good for him.
Oh, what a letdown that is.
He's a good man.
Oh, he is. He's so much better than they push too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, who go to TNA get a big push? He should. He's fucking talented, that kid.
Yeah. Good
The other
for
kid's
him.
talented. The one who just quit's talented too. Justin Gabriel. He's good too.
Yes, he is.
What's the world coming to?
Yeah, but he's not 6'5" and fucking this and everything else.
But Drew is, so I don't get it. But anyway. All right, Mikey, we got to wrap this up. I got to get out of here. Brian's
All right. Hey, did you guys set up an interview with fucking Trent?
I didn't get a. We haven't set up a date yet, but I want to.
He's in the talk with him.
I sent him a text. I go, these guys busting your balls. He goes, they kind of trapped me into an interview.
What'd you tell him?
I said no, they're good guys. He goes, yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah, I had to talk him into it because he's like, I hate podcasts. So, and then I saw his Wikipedia. I'm like, wait, you're training by Mikey Whipwreck? He's like, yeah, you know Mikey. I'm like, yeah, I know Mikey. I'll call him right now. He's like, no, it's kind of late. I'm like, who fucking cares? I mean, I didn't end up calling. I think I sent you a text. And then right there on the spot, I was standing next to Trent when you text him.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
When you get him on, ask about our first day in the school, in the NYWC school. First day, he almost burned the building down.
I will ask him.
We'll have to bring that up.
He's a good kid.
All right, man. Cool. Well, Mikey, stay healthy, keep working hard, and we'll catch you later, man. It's always
Not
fun.
hardly working.
Been a pleasure.
All right, guys.
All right, later, man.
See you, Mikey.